Are conversations in online video games treated the same way as SMS and emails from an intelligence service perspective? Wow. That's a really good question. So here's my answer. When you work in security intelligence or law enforcement, you have an ability to collect and to analyze communications, private communications that a citizen engages in, provided you get a warrant. You have to go to court. You have to convince a judge that, yes, you deserve this incredibly intrusive power. Those of us in the Western society, Canada, United States, we hold very highly to the right to privacy, and we don't allow state agencies to intercept our communications without due cause, without a really good reason. We've talked about this in previous live streams. So yes, you have to get a warrant to intercept SMS and emails. To the best of my knowledge, this kind of like chat function you're seeing here on YouTube, I don't think you need, in fact, you don't need a warrant to get that. That's open information. That's just the same thing as going on the internet and seeing what somebody posts on Twitter. That's publicly available information. Your emails aren't, and your SMS isn't. That's hard to say. SMS isn't. But your tweets are open, as are your Facebook postings, as are your LinkedIn postings. So the bottom line is, if you want to say stupid stuff online, don't do it on Twitter. Do it in an email. Do it in a private function. So, you could have intelligence operatives sitting on gaming sites looking to see who's saying what. Now, I think Brian actually had the same question. I'm not sure if that's honest critiques question, Brian, or JB's question. The bigger issue is, and I've talked about this in other podcasts, how serious do we take what's being said on gamer sites? So, you've got shooter games, you got third-person shooter games, you got first-person shooter games, and you get all this commentary running on the side, right? And if it's a shooting game, you're going to assume that a lot of the chat revolves around shooting, because that's what the game's all about. How seriously should we take those that play those games as a possible indicator that they might go down the path to become real shooters in the real world? In other words, there's been these allegations. I've seen some reports that people see these sites as training tools for mass shooters, like the Columbine killers or the Sandy Hook killer. I don't know that I would go there. I'm not sure there's any there. If you were already following somebody because you had reasonable grounds to suspect or reasonable grounds to believe they were going to commit a horrendous act of violence, and then you went on their gamer site and found information that corroborated that, that's fair game. But I don't think you would take what happens on a gaming site as indicative of potential action in the real world. For those who are just joining us, I'm Phil Gurski, president of Borealis, former Canadian Security Intelligence Officer. If it's your first time, welcome. I'd love to see you guys subscribe and like it on YouTube. It'd be great. Take care, and thanks again for showing up.